For more than a year now, the Greenwood Rising Museum in downtown Tulsa has been telling the story of the rise and fall and rise again of the Greenwood district before and after the 1921 Tulsa race massacre. And their board of directors, they have picked a new executive director, Dr. Raymond Doswell. Dr. Doswell is joining me now remotely to talk about this new role. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Dr. Doswell, the board of directors picked you after a 6-month national search. Tell folks at home just kind of your background and kind of what you have done over your long career here in this industry.
Well, I'm very excited for the opportunity to come to Tulsa, but I've been here in Kansas City at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum for well over 25 years, 27 to be exact. And we've been working in various roles here at the museum, including at one point the interim president of the museum, but my primary role has been as curator and education director here at the museum. I currently serve as the vice president of the museum, and I take care of all the artifacts, collections, and exhibitions, as well as go out and do lots of public speaking to many corporations, to colleges, to lots of young people, and it's been very rewarding work teaching African American history here.
Yeah, and we just want to fast forward to that. You know, Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, it's in Kansas City. That's where the league was founded. We have some video here from the YouTube channel. It just looks absolutely incredible. It is on my list to go see. What ideas, Dr. Doswell, would you like to take from Kansas City or borrow from Kansas City and maybe see implemented at Greenwood Rising?
Well, one of the strengths that I think I bring to the new position is our ability to do programming. And I've been charged with wanting to make sure that we have the doors open for folk to come in and try to increase our attendance. And that means really cultivating our local audience in Tulsa to be part of the experience, and not only come and visit and learn from the experience, but to also become advocates for what we're trying to do. So there will be more opportunities for people to come in, not only just to see the exhibitions, but hopefully we can bring lots of very interesting programming and interesting people to come and talk about issues related to African American history, Black entrepreneurship, and of course, the ending of racial violence.
You talked about bringing more people in. What makes a great museum, in your opinion?
Well, a great museum can be a place where people can gather not only to learn information, but to feel, for lack of a better word, in a safe space where they can have tough conversations. And that is a place that we hope to build at Greenwood Rising. They're already well on their way with what they've done so far. And I hope to continue to enhance that mission even more. Obviously, the discussion about race and things that are happening in our current moment in American history is something that the Greenwood Rising Museum can play a pivotal role in helping to forward the conversation. So it goes beyond just the neighborhood there, it goes beyond just Tulsa, but it could have an impact on our broader understanding of American history, as well as the American discussion about race at this time. But most importantly, for Tulsa, and I've said this in many interviews, that we want Greenwood Rising to be the conscience of the community when it comes to these issues. We want you and others to turn to us for understanding and maybe to facilitate that discussion. We may not have all the answers, but we want to know where we can find them and have a place where we can meet, gather, and discuss and learn from.
I want to ask, finally here, how this whole process has been. Obviously a big transition, taking over from the initial interim executive director, Phil Armstrong, who in many ways was the face of the museum from the beginning, did so much media and promotion. What has this transition been like, going from Phil Armstrong to now you?
Well, it's been really fantastic because Mr. Armstrong has been an exceptional partner in the transition. He's been extremely helpful. Along with the board of directors and the great staff and wonderful people there. It's clear that they have a great passion for teaching this history, and the community should be very thankful for Phil and the staff there for keeping things running the way they have been. But we're ready to go to the next level, and he's been very pivotal in helping us make a great transition, and I'm looking forward to continuing my work with him, at least in the short term, and really connecting with the staff, and more importantly, connecting with the community so that we continue to make Greenwood Rising not only something that the community can be proud of, but something that the country can be proud of.
And Dr. Doswell, one more quick thing. When are you planning to move to Tulsa and get kind of that timeline?
Well, the move has already begun. So technically, I'll be moving sometime this weekend. Unofficially, I still have lots of duties here at the Baseball Museum. If you've been in a place for well over 25 years, there's a lot to undo and prepare. So I think folks will see me more on a full-time basis in early to mid-January. And we want the community to come out, and I'm looking forward to saying hello to everyone.
Dr. Raymond Doswell, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.